second body cost a lot. As if it's just never not been pacified. I'm a piece of, it's a point of pride. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kind of listen.
Collect your favorite NFL players.
Collect, upgrade, dominate. It's time to build your ultimate team from a mix of players from around.
I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mind betrayed me many years ago. I walk alone to keep from.
The war room awaits. You are in the hot seat, controlling it all. Choose a coach who will execute the game plan. Draft a roster of some of the premier NFL.
Got lost as soon as I stepped out the door. I'm the martyr who just never got his time to shine. I'm a punk kid, no reason why. Nothing finer than the.
First things first, you'll need to select your head coach, bearing in mind that you'll also be utilizing the playbook that he favors in the NFL. As we go along, be sure to keep an eye on your team's overall rating. Ideally, of course, it should be trending upward as the draft process goes along.
I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference.
It's so important to find players you can really commit to in these first few rounds. And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. Not too much surprise to see Green Bay players in high demand. Here's a chance for another Packer to come off the board. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact. Instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skilled player to add another weapon? One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place.
You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long.
Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention. Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Curious as to how you did? Check it out here on the draft summary screen.
Some old hang nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. It's the kind of thing you know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them on the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long.
All right, now you've reached the lineup screen. It might be time to make a few organizational decisions, so adjust your depth chart if need be.
Nobody going home tonight. we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
Oh, a tough decision on their hands now. And this, boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. This is a pretty telling pick here. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all... Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group.
Everybody's bathing in holy water. Ain't enough gone around. Raise their cups, wear their crowns. You're sitting on a gold stained altar. Feel the jungle you sound.
Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys to your team. And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each ear. Do you go offense or defense? Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight, maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there.
You're sitting on a gold stained altar. Feel the jungle you sound.
Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it.
I look down. Everybody's bathing in holy water. Ain't enough gone around. Raise their cups, wear their crowns. You're sitting on a gold stained altar.